You're trying to confuse me, and I don't understand, so I plead the fifth. Not answering anymore.
You're pleading the fifth. Let's make sure we understand the question you're pleading the fifth to. Court reporter, could you please read back? Let me just rephrase this. See if she still wants to plead the fifth. Hold on. Let's try it again. Ma'am, you've testified that this picture was taken the same time you had asked Jeremy Hales to use his tractor to remove the tree.
No, I did not. I never said that that was taken the same time that I asked him to move the tree. I never said that. Shame on you.
Okay. Well, the record will reflect that you did, but that's okay.
No, I did not.
Okay. So this picture then was not taken. So this picture was taken when you...
I do not know.
But I showed it to you to refresh your recollection. Okay?
I do not know.
Ma'am, now do you see it says here, paid for the land? Does that refresh your memory that
No, I don't know when the picture was taken. I could have already bought the land, had the picture, and put it up afterwards, sir. No, I don't know.
When you paid for the land, when you wrote that, was that a true statement up here?
If I say I paid for the land, then I must have. So I don't know.
Okay, you did not.
Okay, I plead the fifth. From now on, I plead the fifth. You're trying to confuse me. I already told you I don't have a brain that works like that. I plead the fifth. Thank you.
Okay, you're not answering that question. Fine.
Come on, Mr. Silverman. Come on.
Odd that she thinks Silverman is gonna save her when this is what she wanted. Her own words ran to the courthouse. She wanted this. She craved it more than anything. And now we all know Silverman actually bailed on her. These are the consequences when you're a habitual, pathological liar trying to attempt to destroy people's lives.
Now I want to ask you, did you ever ask Jeremy Hales to be able to attend at no charge a meet and greet that his channel was having on his property?
We talked about, yes, me bringing my tortoises to the meet and greet. Yeah.
When you say we talked about it, you said you talked, was that would be in person?
I think we talked. I'm not sure whether we talked about it in person or not. I don't know.
Do you have any documents that prove or tend to show that Jeremy Hales told you that you could come to his meet and greet at no cost?
I was supposed to bring the tortoises. He had the lady from the place that he was having it get a hold of me. And I told her that because of what had happened on my property with his girlfriend, that I was not going to attend.
Do you have
any? I was not bringing the tortoises to let his people play with them and see them. I was not going to do it.
Now that we heard the lie, let's hear the truth. LIEnette did beg, not ask, beg to be able to come to Half Mill Time to Grill for free because she didn't want to put up the $50. The $50, which every participant got way more than $50 just in What the Hales merch and different gifts and prizes. This was a significant investment for us to give back to the individuals who have supported What the Hales. She begged because she had a tortoise. Now, for years I've said a la doodles as a joke, making fun of the old meme of the kid who was a zombie, who was actually being interviewed by a TV station over Halloween. He's a zombie, and he says, a la doodles. I'm making fun of it. It was a viral thing. That's why she ends up in Otter Creek. She wants money from me. She wants promotion. Her entire plan, as she outlined it, as she's already spoken about it online, was to launch her YouTube page with What the Hale supporters. She wanted fame and she wanted money. And then she asked, could she put up a donation box? In other words, can she beg for money? And my answer was, no, that is not appropriate for this venue. And then, all of a sudden, things got crazy because she didn't get what she wanted. Money and promotion. And what's this thing with a girlfriend on the property? Well, she publicly posted all over Facebook that she told George to get the F off of her property. Now, you're going to see in the deposition that she finally, she debunks herself. She never said this. She never kicked George off the property. George is begging to get off the property. When you start a conversation with her, it doesn't stop begging for money. I can't pay my bills. I don't know how we're going to feed. You just want out of the mess. Same for me, same for George. She said that Crook kicked me off the property with my tractor. Never happened. She literally came to me and said that Crook wasn't even going to be living on the property, that she was kicking him out.
Do you have any documents that shows that Jeremy Hales said it was okay for you to attend his meet and greet at no cost?
I don't know. I would have to see if I could ever find an email. I don't know.
Well, you already testified that you don't have any emails, correct?
On my other phone,
Man, let's get the heart of this.
messages.
Let's get to the heart of this. Emails don't matter if it's on a phone or a computer, correct?
The emails, I could have gotten rid of the email I used. I don't know. I didn't find any emails when I looked, but you didn't give me a whole lot of time to search everything properly. So I don't know. But Jeremy Hales never, ever told me that if I came to his meet and greet, I'd have to pay with the tortoises. The tortoises were supposed to be there for his people to play with, talk, it was for show. So they had something to do. It had nothing to do with going there for free.
Was there admissions fees, if you know?
No, not for me.
Why do you say that? Do you have anything that proves what you're saying?
Just my testimony. I was never asked by Mr. Hales to pay to come on to his meet and greet, ever.
But you did ask him if you could attend his meet and greet, right?
No, we talked about it. I don't know whether we talked about it jointly or I asked or what. I may have asked him. Because normally you take tortoises and stuff to somewhere like that, you get donations. So I may have spoke to him about that, and I don't know. But I just sent you the text message that I sent him telling him I was not going to participate. So why would I send him the text message telling him I was not going to participate if there wasn't conversation about me being there?
That was my question, ma'am. That's exactly the question I had for you.
Right. No, I was never told by Jeremy Hales I had to pay to be there. The tortoises were supposed to be there for his people's enjoyment. Something for them to do.
And say, so you did you ask if you could put a donation box at his meet and greet with your tortoises?
I did ask him if donations would be allowed. He said no. I said okay.
You were okay with that?
No problem.
That didn't bother you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I was still going to do it until I had a confrontation with Martha on my property. That ended it. I therefore no longer felt that there was any reason for us to be anywhere near each other.
No reason for us to be near each other. And even with a civil protection order, she still won't stop stalking. This was the major turning point. She was begging for money. She was told no. Like a toddler throwing a huge tantrum, she put signs all over town saying that I'm an Ohio rapist. She made defamatory posts all over Facebook. You understand, we have all the communication. She has all the communication. The emails, the text messages. It all exists. All the evidence is there. Just because she claims it's gone, just because she claims I don't use that email anymore, just because she claims in court, well, that's not on Facebook, Judge. You can look at my Facebook now. And the judge goes, I don't care what Facebook looks like now. I care what it did look like. We have it all. All the evidence is there. She didn't get the money she wanted. She started to extort us. She started to use us, abuse us. And she's done this to her entire life to everyone who comes into her path of destruction.
And I very kindly and nicely told him that I would not be coming.
Did you tell him why?
It's in the, read it. You can read it yourself.
Oh, we're going to read it. Do you remember, did you tell him, when you told him why, did you say?
Because of everything that was going on and everything that had happened, I didn't feel that it was proper for me to come. Absolutely.
Right. And how do you, if you know, again, I understand that you may not be able to tell me the exact dates or even a range, but if you could, do you know what month this meet and greet was?
I don't remember. No.
Okay, we can look it up. All right. And so you didn't go to the meet and greet?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you ever tell Jeremy what had offended you, apparently, that Martha had said to you? Did you ever tell him that?
I don't, I mean, I'm pretty sure we talked about it. She was in the puddle. She was in the puddle.
And who are you talking to?
I just had to stop my daughter from jumping in a puddle. Sorry. I have a child.
Ma'am, let's try it again.
I don't know if he and I talked personally about what happened with George or not, but she said on my property that I should give my daughter up for adoption. So I told her to leave my property, and that was the end of that. After that, I was not going to do the meet and greet. I didn't want anything to do with either one of them.
Okay, and so that the minute that she told you that, you decided
not to do the meet and greet. Yes.
Was there anything else? Any other reasons you had not to do the meet and greet?
Just there, yes. Something else had happened, and I do not mind talking about it. I don't know what, I'm just going to plead the fifth because I don't know what I can say and what I can't say. So I'm going to plead the fifth. All I'm going to say is that I had to go to the sheriff's department about something and talk to them about his friends, Brett Granger and Treese Granger. And after hearing what Martha said to me and knowing where some of the stuff came from, I decided that I was not going to go to the meet and greet. I didn't want anything to do with those people any longer. That was it. Didn't have any, wasn't mad about it. I understand she has her right to her opinion, and we didn't want nothing to do with them. That's it. We ended no more food for the chickens, no more nothing. I had been giving them bread and stuff from chickens, and we just ended that part. We wanted to just let it go, leave it alone.
I just heard something new. So you gave them bread?
Yeah, she was there that day to pick up bread for her chickens. Yes.
Had that been the first time you gave her bread?
Nope.
How long?
We'd given them some produce at the end of their driveway too, that we had told them that we had for their pigs they were feeding, that we had gotten donated to us from a food pantry.
They've never legally been on our property. They were never invited to be on our property, but they kept trying to invite themselves, begging and pleading to bring bread and produce. Well, now we know where that came from, right? The food pantry. We'd keep telling them, no, we don't need anything. No, we don't need anything. And then begging and pleading with page-long text, just insanity. And we'd finally just say, leave it at the gate. Now, the reason why George was even over on the property is because of the begging and the pleading. I have bread and you got to have it for your animals. And I just said, you got to take one for the team, George. You got to go over there today because I can't handle it. George went over there, and the same thing that happens every other day. I want John to unalive. I want him out of my property. I can't afford to pay my bills. My bills are this much. I need this much money. You understand when she's doing that? She's begging. She's trying to make you feel, manipulate you, use you to make you feel sorry for her, to give her money so she can pay everything off. She's told us she's got $1,300 in bills and all this stuff, but she only makes this much money. And George told her, sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Maybe you should move some of that off. How in the world LIEnette got out of that, which she has publicly posted, which we have all the screenshots. George told her to throw her baby in the trash. And she told George to get the F off of her property. None of that ever happened. Begging and pleading for money continued to happen, to the point where George said, I have to leave. Let me go. I have work to do. I'm leaving. We never, ever wanted this insanity in our lives. When the insanity didn't get what they wanted, they tried to bring their insanity into our lives. They've wreaked havoc in all of the lives of all of the residents in Otter Creek.
Did they thank you for the food?
Yes.
Okay. So you weren't mad at his girlfriend for saying what she said. It just was a difference of opinion, right?
It really hurt my feelings, and I no longer felt the need to have any communication.
Okay. But you just said earlier, about a minute or so ago, and we can read it back if we need to see it again. You weren't mad. You said you weren't mad. It was just, she has a right to her opinion. You have a right to yours, and you have a difference of opinion, right?
I didn't hold a grudge. Yes, you're right.
So you weren't mad at Martha when she said that to you?
I can't say I wasn't upset about it. I wasn't mad that she said it, but not in that way. No.
Did you curse at her?
Not angry. Not angry.
Did you say that makes me mad? Or worse to that effect?
No, I just told her that I think she better keep her opinion to herself, and told her to leave my property.
And you said that it was in a calm voice?
Yes. Yep. Probably with tears running down my face, I'm assuming. If I remember correctly, I started to cry and asked her to leave my property.
So if somebody says that you told, and she goes by George, you told George, she goes by George, right? Isn't that what she goes by on the Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. So if somebody says that you told George to get the fuck your property, they're not telling the truth?
I never told George to get the off of my property. I told her to get off of my property, to leave.
Okay.
I don't remember at all saying the F word to her.
I bet all of her supporters remember. There is your leader. Oh, drink up that turtle soup. The leader who lies about the smallest things, you are guaranteed is lying about the biggest things.
Did she leave? Oh, wait a minute. So you didn't, did you, is it, okay, that's different, it's a different story now. Hold on.
I don't think I said the F word to her. No, I do not believe I did. No.
Okay. So when you told her to leave without you told her to leave without profanity, right?
I don't believe that I cussed. No. I believe I started to cry. If I remember correctly, I burst into tears and asked her to leave.
Same lady who has publicly declared that she has some kind of illness where she can't produce tears. So did she really cry if she doesn't have the ability to cry? Remember, no disc in her back either, stage 4 melanoma cancer, among so many other things. You know, and we know, we have all the screenshots, we have all the text messages, we have all the information. Randy's literally looking at the screenshots where she's telling the planet that she told George to get the F off of the property. Huh. So, why? Why ask? Well, no credibility. She lies about everything. Literally down to the details of how aggressively she removed George from her property, how John kicked Jeremy off. They've begged and begged for us to be on that property and for us to have some type of relationship with them, for them to be on our property, for them to use our people and our influence and our page and our money. And it ain't ever going to happen.
So is it possible that you did say to her, get the fuck my property, but you're just so upset? You got it again.
I don't believe
Again,
that
ma'am,
I said.
stop. When I say again, we're gonna have to go over this again. Let me finish my questions. When I ask a question, I'm making a record. Who are you talking to now? Are you talking to somebody now?
You. I'm going over and over. You're going over and over the
I'm
same
going to
thing.
do it too because you keep interrupting, and I'm sorry. So let's. I think you got it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Let's just, if you get the question out, okay? So when you're saying that you don't believe or you don't think you use profanity, is it possible that you did use profanity and you just don't remember?
I don't believe that I said, get the F off of my property.
I know that,
I
but is it
don't think
possible?
I
Is it
did.
possible that
No.
you did?
I don't think so. I don't remember, sir. You can
Right.
badger me and get me to say whatever you want. I don't remember. I don't think I did.
Okay.
That is not normally who I am.
Okay.
I remember crying and being heartbroken that had been said to me at all.
Okay. So if you did say get the fuck my property, you just don't remember, right?
Here we go. I'm not saying that.
Well, then what are you saying? I'm
I
just
plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. You're trying to badger me into saying what you want. I plead the fifth.
Hey, ma'am, you're pleading the fifth. So you're refusing to answer that question. You're taking the fifth?
I've already answered the question. You're badgering me. I object to you continuing to badger me about the question.
Ma'am, I'm not badgering you. I'm just making sure I'm clarifying what question you're taking the fifth to. All right, let me ask the question and see if that's the question you're going to take the fifth to. And I think I got it, but it's the answer is changing. So is it possible? Let's make it real simple. You don't remember what you said to Martha, right?
I do remember what I said to Martha. I told her to leave my property. I broke into tears and I told her to go. Get off my property. That is exactly what I believe I said to her. Leave. Get off of my property now. That would be what I would say.
And you wouldn't have said get the fucking property to her, right?
I do not believe I said that.
Okay, that's fine. All right. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. All right. All right, we're done with this one. Actually, no, I'm going to show you this stuff here. Hang on. All right, Ms. Preston, is there anyone else that's been on your property that is on drugs?
Oh, I object. What does that have to do with anything?
You need to answer. They're refusing to answer the question?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Man, when I was at the hearing I'm sorry, when I watched the first hearing where I wasn't there, right before it broke, you had said that you had wanted to play another video right before it ended, and you had said it was from 2 weeks ago. Do you recall saying that? You had a new video you wanted to show the court, but you never got to show it.
Yes.
What is that video? Because I haven't heard you mention that video.
I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know. That is honest. I'm so stressed out. I have so much anxiety. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was the town hall video.
Well, let's see if we can explore that, see if that helps. The hearing was on the 29th. So was there a town hall meeting in November?
It was before that. It was an older meeting.
Was there a meeting in October?
Sir, I don't know. There's a meeting every month. Every month there's a meeting. Without looking it up, I cannot tell you the date. I don't retain dates.
Okay, then take a moment to look it up. It's okay, we'll wait. See if you can find that video you were talking about and what month it was. And I think you had said you made the video. Is that the one you wanted to show? So you should have it on your phone.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, we'll wait.
I don't even know where to go to look. Let's see. I am not even sure where to go to look right now. All
right.
I'm going to end up having to ask somebody. Like, I need to call a friend. Have you ever heard that statement? I need to ask where the video, what the date of the video was. It was a meeting. It was a meeting, and I filmed the meeting where Mr. Hales stood up in front of everyone and told them that I was going to hurt them, that I was going to kill somebody, basically, that I was dangerous to the town.
You had told the court on November 29th that the video was from a couple of weeks ago, so that could have been a mistake, right? That wasn't truthful, right?
Then it was not that video. I'm not sure which
I'm trying
video
to help you. I'm trying to help you.
I don't know.
Well, the problem is that
I have to go back through all of the evidence and go back to that court day and go back and see. I showed Mr. Feather both videos, I believe.
Well, right.
So I'm not sure if it was the video, if it had been John, Jeremy driving up to John, if it was another video about something else. I can't remember.
Well, you were told to bring the videos that you have today. And
I have all the videos somewhere on my phone. I don't know what date it was from.
Okay.
I have to look it up.
Okay. I've asked you to forward me, as you've done today, messages. I'm asking you to forward me any links to videos. Links. I don't need the video. You said that they're links.
You can't get a link to the video on my videos on my phone.
Yeah.
I'd have to send you the video. The video, if I took it, is on my phone.
Then send me the videos that you want to use.
It won't send because it's too long. What I will do, though, is after this day, I will go put it on a disc at Walmart, and I will make sure that you get it, just like I did to the judge in Ohio.
How will you get that to me?
I can mail it to you. Aren't you somewhere nearby?
I'm in Trenton.
Okay.
Okay. So you can mail it to me. I'll give you my address. But I ask you that you have some sort of certified tracking number, because this is a serious matter. You can't hide videos. I need to see them.
I am not hiding anything. You're asking me what video I intended to play that day? I don't know. So I'm a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck at court. I don't know what video I had right then and there that day. I'm not sure. So you're browbeating me, badgering me to get me to say something that I can't answer.
There's no reason to shout.
I don't know.
There's no, I've told you before, there's no reason to shout.
I object to you badgering me. You are badgering me, and I want you to stop.
Ma'am, you said you're going to send me the videos you have on your phone. Okay.
When did I say that?
You just said it. You're going to go to Walmart and put them on some sort of drive or a CD.
And I will do that. I said I would, so I will.
So, but the date that was due is today. So I'm asking you, when will you do? When can you tell me? When, ma'am? When can you tell me that they will be delivered to this office?
When do you want them?
Okay, today is Tuesday. Can you get them delivered to me? Not in the mail. I don't want to hear the checks in the mail. Can you get them to me by Friday, which is today's the 16th. Can you get it Tuesday?
I can get them to your office by Friday. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the Jeremy Hales videos that you said you might want to look and use, you can send me links to those if you decide you're going to use them, right?
I don't know any longer what's going to happen. I had just had another call from the attorney, and they're getting back with me to let me know what we're going to do about my retainer, and then he will be retained.
I don't want to hear. Okay, that's the other thing. I
don't know what I'm going to do because I don't know whether I'm going to have. Okay, you're not allowing me to answer. I plead the fifth.
Ma'am, if you really truly have had a discussion with an attorney and the attorney said something, no one is asking you to say that, and I'm not. And anytime it happens in the future, please don't do it because we're not asking. Please don't tell me if you had a discussion with the attorney. Even if you hadn't retained him, there could be some cases where that's considered still advice. So anything
I don't know what I'm going to use in court now. I don't know. I don't know.
If you are going to use a link, never mind. Let's just go back where we were. Okay. Now let me show you this one here. This was from your same posting to the court on the 2nd. Can you see that? I'll make it bigger if you can. You can't see. Can you see this? Can you see it? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay. This is the last page 47 of what you posted or sent to the court. Sorry, it's an exhibit in this case. So
that is from a person.
Right.
That is from a fan. Like I said, I enclosed some things from from his fans. Yes.
This is the transcript you were referring to, right? That you attached. Isn't this the transcript? Ma'am?
No, that's not a transcript. Those are that he's in. Could be from a video, could be from a hate group. Not sure which.
Well, you attached. This is your filing.
Right. Okay, let me look at it. It's the comments from the video, yes. So those are what people are saying after they watch the video. Yes.
And this is available.
That's the transcript right there. That is the transcript, but the one above it was from a fan. It was comments, not transcript. See, it says comments, sir.
Yes, I see.
Two different things.
I got you. So
yeah, two different things.
So where this page is page 39 of 47, where it says 2 hours, 11 minutes, 27 seconds, same, yeah, it will be if they, you're saying that's a transcript online, right?
a transcript on his videos. Yes.
And that's on YouTube.
Yes.
And this transcript would be available on YouTube, correct?
Yes.
All right. And the comments that you just talked about, they're available on YouTube too, right?
Yes.
So you got this by printing out the screenshots from YouTube, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody told me that he was talking badly about me and that I needed to go get the screenshots. I mean, that's how you make a court case, right? How else am I going to get evidence and show what he's doing to me if I don't go get the evidence?
She's court ordered to bring any evidence she has to the deposition. This is the exact same as sitting in front of the judge in the court. This is a court proceeding. But she has no video. She has no text. Her emails don't work anymore. How convenient, even though we have it all. But now she knows how to get evidence and how to build a court case? Please, teach us more, oh great one.
And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker. Then every single person that watches his videos and comments, they're all stalkers.
Guess what? I get to ask the questions, not you.
Yeah.
Okay. So this thing here looks like there's see the screen here on page 47? This looks like a highlight. Did you highlight this somehow?
Some of it of what was about me, yes.
Okay, so this part here that says the stories of Otter Creek has been so entertaining, sucks for
Well, I
highlighted
that. That's a comment that was part of a nasty comment. That was highlighted to show how people feel about it. That person was being very nasty.
And you interpreted this comment to be directed at you?
Yes, they were telling him that they love what he's saying about me because the whole video was about me, and that they would buy the book if he writes a book about it. Yeah.
Tell me where you get your name out of this post.
It was in the whole video.
No.
It's not right there. It's not in that very part right there. It all goes along. Okay. I plead the fifth. I'm pleading the fifth from here out because you're badgering me. You're trying to make me say things that are not true or making me look like I'm guilty of something, and I'm not going to do it.
Of all these 47 ma'am, of all these 47 pages, you're telling me that every one of these comments I asked you to, you're going to take the fifth.
I'm pleading the fifth. You're making me guilty of things that I'm not guilty of.
I'll move on to this next exhibit. I got to get it clear for the record. You're pleading your rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution not to incriminate yourself.
It's not just enough. I have the right not to do anything that can make you twist or turn or use it against me in some way, which you obviously are doing. We can hear that clearly.
I'll make sure I understand. So is that the only reason why you're pleading the fifth? Ma'am?
I am pleading the fifth because I am not going to be badgered and abused into saying things that I have not did.
Are you pleading the fifth?
I told you those were comments. Those were comments from his followers. I sent that in to show the judge that it does make a difference what he says about me. It does incite hate. It does incite violence. It does incite horrible things against me and my family. It puts us in danger.
What's that voice in sight? Last I checked, no one's pulled out any firearms on them. Huh. Me? Yes. Them? No.
Ma'am, are you refusing to answer the questions and pleading the fifth?
I want you to stop badgering me. I object to you badgering me.
Asking you questions is not badgering, ma'am. I'm trying to clarify your answer. I want to make sure I understand because there may be a different issue now come up. When you say you're pleading the fifth, is the only reason why you have pled the fifth throughout this deposition today is because you feel you're being harassed? And that's the reason for your grounds for invoking the fifth and not?
No, because I have a right
Again,
not
you
to
just did
have
it
you
again.
incriminate
Ma'am,
me.
you just did it again.
You just asked me a question.
I
Are
didn't
you not
finish.
doing this because you feel
Didn't
like you are being harassed?
I didn't finish the question. So
You
again, I'm asking.
paused.
No, there's no reason other than to delay this deposition. There's no reason. There is no because. So to make a record, which is what we're doing, and so it's clear, if I ask a question and I'm not finished with it and you start answering, it's going to be a problem. To
You
understand?
did quit. You stopped.
No, you didn't. Let's try it again. Here I go. Many times today, you've said, I plead the fifth. Is there any time you have pled the fifth for any other reason other than to avoid incriminating yourself?
Every time I've pled the fifth, I've done it because you can turn and twist what I say into things that I have not done. You've already done it. You've already asked me things and then turned around and said, so isn't it true that you really did do this? That's why I'm pleading the fifth. Under the Constitution, I have the right not to incriminate myself, not to, and just because you plead the fifth doesn't mean it's because I'm afraid I'm incriminating myself. It's because you could twist and turn things into something that I said or did that I didn't mean. And that's what you're doing.
Ma'am, so again, I'm going to make sure we're clarifying this because we're going to bring this up with the judge. So that's your understanding of the Fifth Amendment? You think you can invoke the fifth for any other reasons or other reasons other than to avoid self-incrimination?
No, it's to avoid self-incrimination by you twisting and turning what I say, which you are. You're badgering me to get me to say what you want by saying it 50 million ways. That's what you're doing.
Okay. So you're refusing to answer the question by invoking your rights under the Fifth Amendment about
I already answered your question. You asked me if those were from his people. I said yes.
Let me get it out again. You almost had it. If you hadn't interrupted, we would have been moving on. So please let me get the last sentence out. Wait for a millisecond before you, if I'm talking, you need to do it. We need to make a record. So we're trying it again. And I'm trying to move on, or I'll stay on this. I have other questions here, but I'll move on if you just answer one way or the other. I'm just not clear, so I've got to get clear. Because now I think you clarified it. And I'll move on, because you said you understand that when you invoke the fifth, it's to avoid incriminating yourself for any reason. You understand that, right?
Whatever you say.
Is that your understanding?
I don't understand what you're saying, so whatever you say.
Then we're going to explain it. You know what? It's even going to be better. Let me do this for you.
I don't need to read it. I'm not mentally
Okay,
challenged.
you don't need to read the Fifth Amendment? Okay, so how do you understand it then?
Sir, you are twisting and turning my words and then making them come out to whatever you want. And I have a right for you not to do that. Because then you can go to the judge and say, well, no, she said this and she said that when I did not say it. So you've already done it. You've already lied and said that I've said certain things that I did not say. So you've already lied.
Yeah. You're refusing to answer the questions, invoking the Fifth Amendment, because again, this is truly going to be an amazing thing. I don't know how many times you've interrupted me so far. I've lost count. So we're stuck, and we're going to keep going. I am going to go here till as long as I can, and we're going to go tomorrow. We're going to have, if we don't finish, we're going to continue this tomorrow. And so we're going to have to continue it again. Whatever to do, we're going to continue it as soon as possible. This is not a situation where you can wait out the clock by keep on interrupting me. So I'm just trying to make crystal clear. You have said, let's turn it the other way around. Since you don't want to read it, the Fifth Amendment, let's turn it the other way around. You feel, or you believe that when you say, I have the right to not answer your questions under the Fifth Amendment because I feel I'm twisting your words. Is that your understanding of the Fifth Amendment?
Not just that you're twisting my words, you're badgering me to say things that are not true. Okay. And I have the right under the Fifth Amendment not to be forced to do that.
Ma'am, I've told you at the beginning, I've asked you to tell the truth.
I am telling the truth. That's all I've done.
So just tell the truth. Self-incrimination, how do you understand that phrase? Ma'am?
I don't know how to answer your question. I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't know how to answer it.
It's important because you kept saying I take the Fifth.
I don't know how to answer it.
Again, this is truly an incredible thing. When you say, we're just trying to understand what you're saying. That's all. So you said, I take the Fifth, I take the Fifth, I plead the Fifth, all that stuff. I'm trying to understand what that means. And how do you understand that? And so you said, you just answered, Madam Court Reporter, please read back her answer where she said, not only can I invoke the Fifth because you're trying to badger me. Please read the question and answer. We'll take a minute.
Okay, one moment, please.
Where she said, not only.
I need a couple-minute break. I have to use the restroom.
Okay, I'd ask, ma'am, that you don't discuss your testimony with anybody during the break. And it's now, well, there's a question pending, the court reporter is pending. So,
right.
Okay, well, she's looking it up. We'll come back in, how long do you need, ma'am?
Like 5 minutes, that's all I need.
Okay. We'll go off the record. Ma'am, court reporter, sorry, Jacqueline.
One moment, sorry, I was getting ready to do my playback, so it's echoing. The time is 2:43 p.m. We're off the record.
I guess that blue bucket was calling. Now, LIEnette has been lying about everything. She's caught in all of these lies now. Now pleading the Fifth so she doesn't incriminate herself. You can't bring a case against somebody, plead the Fifth on everything. You don't get to do that. So she's not bringing any evidence. She's pleading the Fifth. And now what does that do for the case? Well, there was never any evidence anyway. There is no case. But we're doing this in preparation for federal court. But her deposition for federal court will be days long. So will Crooks. And it's right around the corner. But we're nowhere near done with this deposition. It's just starting to get good.